everyone. It's Friday, and I want to welcome you to this week's Lead with Purpose Digest. In the past week, I've had several reminders of the importance of leadership connections and truly listening to others. Epictetus, a Greek philosopher, is attributed with creating the quote, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak." How very essential the skill of active listening is to reaching and leading others. I wanted to share a few thoughts with you as you consider immediate ways that you can make a difference with your team tomorrow. Think about these questions. Are you meeting people where they are? Are you considering or welcoming other perspectives? Are you speaking to others with their language and in a way that connects with them? If you want another individual to understand and follow you, you have to understand their needs, motivations, and even their personal values. And we gain this understanding through intentionally engaging and listening with empathy and curiosity. Adam Grant is one of my favorite authors, and he shared on LinkedIn recently that the true leader in a group is rarely the person who talks most. It's usually the person who listens best. Listening is more than hearing what's said. It's noticing and surfacing what isn't said. Inviting dissenting views and amplifying quiet voices are acts of leadership. My takeaway from Adam is that we need to ask great questions and encourage those that have other perspectives to add, but maybe aren't speaking up. Executive coach Muriel Wilkins mentioned in one of her Coaching Real Leaders podcast sessions that essentially, from a point of youth, we were often celebrated for speaking up first, having the right answer, taking control of situations. High performers were not encouraged to pause and truly listen to others. But in today's world, we have to build our skill set to not just listen, but intentionally want to listen, to take the time and ask great questions in a safe space that allows others to say what needs to be said. Muriel Wilkins also mentioned a tip that she learned early in her career, an acronym, WAIT, WAIT. Why am I talking? She basically said that she advises leaders to write those letters, WAIT, somewhere on the top of an agenda or a notepad in your meetings or in your interactions with others, and use that as a stopgap to pause and ensure that you're truly listening and not trying to fill the space in your end of the conversation. And my takeaway here is that we need to get out of our own way. We need to learn to pause and allow space, which is hard for a lot of us, and work to break habits as fixers or drivers to get our point across, because it's usually at the expense of truly hearing others out. The third resource that I would encourage you to consider is Julian Treasure, who has made his career out of studying listening and sound in our human world. He talks about the real threat to our ability to listen in that technology, or how we use technology to create bubbles, personal bubbles of space with headphones or in our cars, or even just how busy our schedules are that keep us from consciously engaging in and practicing hearing and listening to what is around us. Julian has a wonderful TED Talk and other resources that are available on his website if you want to check those out. But my takeaway from Julian's work is that the topic of listening is complex. It's also very personal and something that we have control over. We can choose how to engage in our world. It is beautiful and noisy and has so much potential for us if we want to listen. I hope this information is helpful in making you a better and more purposeful leader. Take care.